Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Marty, and well, I'm starting a vlog. I'm new at this, and I'm gonna do it every day. So I'm gonna be posting a video every day, and hopefully it'll get better and better and better in time. The reason why I am starting this vlog is because my life just got pretty interesting. And after a year of, having a rough year last year, things kind of got interesting here in the last few weeks as I am preparing to, we are selling everything. I sold my car this week. My mom's selling her house. And then once we sell all our belongings, we are leaving for minimum 1 year, traveling through Canada, through America, the USA, in Europe, and wherever the wind takes us. So I'm kind of in this mode right now where I want to start vlogging it before even leaving as I start the plans and everything. And so I thought I'm going to do a daily vlog, and I'm just going to say what I did that day. I'll always have a message, in the mix of all that. And so we're just going to go ahead and start. And if you're listening, thank you. Thank you for, joining, and please subscribe and like, show me that you're there so that I don't feel all alone in this. But yeah, today, I'm starting today. We are literally preparing this trip. We had a contractor come in today to my mom's house to get a few things, a carpenter, to get a few things finished up she needed before staging the house. And she's going to be staging the house like within the next week or so. We just need to pass a full sweep clean and make sure everything's presentable. So within the next week, it's going to be done. And I can tell you that the market here where we live, excuse me, the market is amazing. So her house is like literally next door to a popular school in our town here, and so it's going to sell fast. And once we sell our belongings. We keep a suitcase and maybe a duffel bag or two, throw that in the car, and then we head out. So it's going to be crazy. So yeah, that carpenter was here, and he's a good guy, man. He's a good guy. He's been through hell and back. You can just tell. And he's spent some time in prison, and he's a real nice guy. Though we're chatting, and I see the good in everybody. That's one thing. Is I don't care if you spent 25 years in prison. If you've never been to prison, I don't care if you're the Pope or if you're a vagabond. Everybody has worth, and everybody has a story. So we all have a reason why we're where we are in our life. And some of these people, have had a hard fucking run at it. So and this guy seems like one of those guys, but he's a friend of a friend in the family. So we trusted the reference, and turns out he's a super great guy. So he came to do the work today that he had to do. So I was with him and chatting and whatever, and then after he got going, and my mother was around, so I said, well, look, I'm gonna go run a couple errands. So about 2 weeks ago, the battery in my car let go, and I was selling it anyway, so I didn't rush to change it because I figured I'd change it when I put it on for sale, which is done now. Basically, I had no battery running, so I couldn't run my car. So I went to take my mom's car, and her battery was dead today. So it was like two cars in the driveway, and not one was working. You know what I mean? Um, it was crazy day for the. It was crazy for that. Some of my challenges and goals that I set myself every day. I'm working about 10 hours a week on a few separate YouTube channels. One of them is like children's songs, nurseries, or more like lullabies that I create through AI, and I make all these characters, and I make a nice edit, and really makes out to be nice videos and stuff. So I think that's pretty cool, and I'm spending some hours on that using AI and learning how to put it all together with AI and everything. So um, that's a fun part of one of the projects that I'm doing. The other one is called Criminal Mindscape. So it's basically I've only got a couple videos loaded up on that one so far because I only started it last week. It's called Criminal Mindscapes. And basically, it's all about like thieves, criminals, uh, crimes, whatever, different things that happened in history. So I've always been fascinated. I used to listen to the police scanner all the time, and until they shut it down here, we're not able. They scrambled it, so it kind of sucks. We had a major thing happen, and some police officers were killed by a madman with a gun, and after that whole fucking scenario, they scrambled all the lines, all the channels for the police. So we can't follow it anymore. But I used to, chase the scanner, and I'm very curious when it comes to that, and crime and all that stuff is kind of interesting to me. So um, so that's why I have one on the side, and it's all created with AI as well. Except for the editing. The editing part is all done by me, and that's the kind of the fun part too, is putting it all together. So yeah, so I do that a lot. I do that every night, and then I have this Marty B channel that I'm gonna, start posting more often, videos like this, and just like I want to start posting shorts and whatever. And literally, I'm gonna be on uh, traveling vacation for a full year, so I'm gonna have so much to fucking share and show, and it's gonna be a cool journey. So I really hope that you guys join me, and that you kind of make some new discoveries along the way. I'm going to meet a lot of new people. Like I'm really going to talk to people like locals, and I'm going to go meet the people that I'm going to be in and around, and from all walks of life. So I think it'll be an interesting channel. And my mom is a sweetheart. So we're going to have a travel vlog as well, that a channel for that, like directly just the travel vlog for me and my mom. That'll be like the footage that her and I prepare, then the one show a week that we'll upload, and then we're going to do one live a week on our channel. And then every once in a while, or every other day is like shorts and stuff like that. So we got it all planned out, man. It's funny. It's funny that I'm, again, like my mom's 73, she'll be 74 on April 1st, April Fools. And it's just, for me, it's just funny that I'm doing it with my 73-year-old mom, my 73-year-old mom. And how it all happened really is that my father always wanted to travel when they retired and everything. And when they finally retired, that had a couple of years where they went to Florida through the winter and everything. And then my father had a major cardiac situation, a cardiac arrest. And, he got 7 shocks, and he was out for like 42 minutes. And it was a pretty big deal. But he came to, and they saved him. And then he was good for another 5 years. However, he didn't have the same mobility, the same strength. He had started a depression within that year after, because he was losing a lot of, his functions and everything is very common. He eventually passed away in 2021. And since then, my mother's dreamt of traveling. And my mom's a little queen. Like my father treated my mom as a queen. So she's a little particular, but not like difficult, as in she's really not difficult. Super easygoing. She's an artist. But she's a little particular in the sense that, like, with who she wants to travel, like who she's comfortable in traveling with. And also, she is a little particular in the sense that she does have some days where, she's feeling kind of either like drowsy or just not a good day, like physically not a good day. So every once in a while, she has those days, and so it's not everybody that wants to. She doesn't want to impose that on just anyone, and she was having a hard time finding a travel partner. She'd been looking here for the last year, knowing that's something she wanted to do, and so she talked to me in October of last year, and I said, "Oh, I don't know. It's I got my kids here and this and that, and I was actually in the process of getting a job at the federal government, which was going to be a stable job, a good job, a well-paying job with good benefits, and so a unionized job. So basically, I was going to be set. And I was like, oh, I can't really, mom. Like, I can't really take off. Like, it's not. It's just like I finally landed this job where I can, for the next 15, 20 years, finish off, transfer over my pension, and maybe even have a decent pension, with all things considered. So, and she was like, no, I understand, whatever. And I'm 47. So at the end of the day, it's like, I don't have a whole lot of time left, 20, in the sense of the working career and everything. In the sense of my career, I started very young, and I was in the music business for over 25 years. And I was a concert promoter, an entrepreneur. I owned some real estate, rental properties. I was also a performing musician, played about 130 shows a year for a solid 8 years. Before that, I played for another unit for 6 years, playing many, many shows a year. I couldn't tell you exactly how many with that one, but very, corporate unit bands. And, I had a good career. And what happened is in 2015, basically, I, fell into a depression. It lasted a couple of years, and it kind of shook the whole thing. And everything's been different since. And I've been working jobs. I've been working in the radio business, everything. And I never stopped doing something after. But the thing is my contract was up with the radio. We were negotiating. We weren't able to come to terms. So I had to look around and look for another job, because this job wasn't going to be just enough financially for me. It wasn't going to be enough. So I applied at the job for the government. I got the job. I did all the steps, got the job, until 4 days before Christmas. I got a message saying, unfortunately, the class was not approved due to basically like financial reasons, that they weren't able to get the financing lined up for the course, for the federal. And this is all has to do with, like, our government right now is about to get some changes. There's going to be an election. So all of a sudden they put a freeze on everything. And I'm like, well, For once, I had a good job coming. Now I got nothing. So when my mom talked to me again about it in January, she was like, "Hey, the offer's still on the table. Like, if you want to, if you want to do this, offer's still on the table." So I was like, "Well, what do I got to do if I want to do this? I need my kids' approval. So that's one thing. I need to talk to my kids. Um, I need the approval from their mom, which is my ex-wife, but still, and we're good friends, so it's an easy conversation. And then I have a car that I need to sell. And other than that, I sold my house last year. I think I'd be all set. I just have to get rid of some stuff, sell some things, store some things, jump in the car with my mom, and go see the world for at least a year. And depending on how our travel vlogs go, if by any chance we're able to monetize those and that we're able to continue the journey, that would be awesome. I'd be happy with just being able to continue to travel as a nomad and to discover new places and new lands and share those with you on our YouTube channels. So we'll see where it all goes. We're doing it, and it's going to be a freaking great time. And I have a lot of gratitude for the situation that I'm in. I think if I would still be in a full-time career, hustling and bustling, it wouldn't have happened. And unfortunately, what happened in 2015 set me back. It set me into new careers. And then I had an open heart surgery last year, my 6th one since childhood. There's a lot in the story. I'm going in, going in quick, but there's a lot around it. So I'll be able to sort of expand. And if you have any questions, please send a question in the comments. I'll be happy to answer any questions about this episode right here that I'm throwing to you. And I don't want to keep you guys too long. It's really going to be some sort of a 15 to 20 minute, kind of thing, just checking in. And I want to let you know, by all means, if you're struggling, please do not give up and just keep coming back. And we'll just chat. And even on my lives that are going to be happening, we are preparing everything. And we're going to be doing lives on my mom and I's vlog channel. But as I'm on the road, I'm going to dedicate minimum one night where I do a live on this channel. So that a lot of good things are coming, and it's all in the works, and it's exciting. So, I mean, whoever's joining on early, I'm happy you're there. And hopefully in time, I'm going to pick up some traction even more. And just to have like a community of people from all over that can follow what's going on and that can exchange with me, and we can have ideas and create, a network, friendship. You never know what can turn out into business, anything, right? So, all right, I'm leaving you at that. I'm sending you good vibes. Don't give up. Don't give up. If you're struggling, don't give up. If you're working on a project, don't give up. Give it 100%. And